Hey, what's going on, pilots? I hope you're excited to get started on a new kit here. This is going to be the initial thoughts video on the Silver Bullet. Um, so this is a high-grade kit, and it was issued first in 2014. This is from Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn and from Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn MSV, as well as the manga Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn Bande Dessinée. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I probably did not, but we'll see. Um, for a little bit of lore and background behind this kit and the mobile suit behind it, this mobile suit was first used by Earth Federation forces to test the quasi-psycho-commu system. It's modified from the AMX-14 Dovin Wolf, which is a Neo Xeon / Sleeves mobile suit. And this mobile suit, the Silver Bullet, was created by Anaheim Electronics based on these captured units. Although its armament is trimmed down due to its purpose, it gained higher output compared to the original Dovin Wolf because the beam cannons in the chest were removed, and it was more than capable in participating in combat. The head of the Silver Bullet can also be exchanged with one another. There is a more Gundam-oriented head for testing the quasi-psycho-commu weapons, and then there's a GM head for system analysis, and it also contains enhanced measurement sensors. The VIST Foundation was given some of these mobile suits after the the Earth Federation forces were done with these tests. So, actually getting into what I think the kit's going to be like, I think the articulation is going to be moderate to poor. Only because it's a large mobile suit. I'm sure it's going to be a little bulky and it's going to be a little weird in the 1/144 scale size. I've heard decent things about the Master Grade Mark V mobile suit, so I'm hoping that this has a lot of good qualities too. But we'll see. We'll have to see what it turns out to actually be once we're done with the kit. Some armaments and gimmicks of the kit include, and get ready, this is a long list, but this is why it's going to be part of the heavy team. It has the 60mm Vulcan cannons in the head, a beam rifle, a beam saber, an incom, which are like these discs that are attached to wires, and each one has a little beam gun in it that can't be shot repeatedly, but I'm sure it would be used to flank around a mobile suit. But anyway, it has a shield with a mega launcher on it, a wired hand that can extend out, a beam cannon on the backpack, a 12-tube missile launcher, an anti-ship missile, and the quasi-psycho-commu system. Now, getting more into the gimmicks of the kit, it can be built with either a Gundam type or a GM type head, like I stated earlier. They both do different things, and they both look slightly different. I'm probably going to wind up going with the Gundam head. And the forearms can be optionally removed to form wired beam arms. And then the shield's front tip can be rearranged to reveal the hidden beam launcher. It can be kind of extended out from what I've seen, which is really cool. And that mega launcher can be used either as a close combat all the way out to like a pseudo sniper type role, which is really sick. I like that type of range and versatility in a mobile suit. So that's pretty cool. In terms of the way it looks, I'm going to reiterate, it looks very bulky. It looks like a heavy suit. It has a bunch of weapons even on the packaging. Like, you can tell this thing is loaded with weaponry. It's derived from the Dovin Wolf, which is derived from the Mark V. So it's going to be probably on the larger side of a 1/144 scale kit. I imagine it's probably going to be like 2 to 3, maybe 4 centimeters larger than your average Universal Century Gundam, like a GM or a G. And I imagine it's going to have like an inch or a couple centimeters on each one. Yeah. The bad thing though that I've seen from this kit from just cracking it open, there's a lot of color correction stickers, which, as you guys know, and as most of the community knows, nobody's a fan of. So I'm probably going to definitely have to repaint it, even if I wanted to kind of have the classic look. And getting into that, for the color scheme, I really haven't given it much thought yet. However, I'm thinking for the heavy team, I almost want to keep a fighter jet style to it, where I kind of use some grays, some blues, possibly some oranges to kind of change it up. I may even make them red and white as well. I haven't really, like I said, I haven't gone that far, but my thought for this is that, you know, kind of with either varying grays and orange, or making it that like this is for that color scheme for varying grays and like throwing in some orange. I kind of want to base it off, or I based it off of Dutch from Halo ODST, since he's kind of that ODST squad's demolition expert. So he's like the heavy guy. So I figured, why not kind of base this color scheme off of him? But also, I kind of want to change it up a bit from the more real type colors that are going to be incorporated with most of these kits. I kind of almost want to make the heavy team stand out because they don't give a shit if they're seen. Pardon my French, but that's kind of what the point is that they really don't care if they're seen or not, because when they come to the battlefield, you're going to know they're there anyway. So, like I said, I haven't really gotten to that. I might even just keep the silver bullet almost in this color scheme anyway, because it's a silver bullet. You know what I mean? It seems intimidating right out of the gate anywho. But I haven't really gotten to that part in depth yet, but I have given some like weapon and other types of customization some thought. And for that, I kind of want to have it keep its namesake. I want to give it a big weapon that is a silver bullet. It'll take down the biggest mobile suit, will take out the biggest player in HVT on the field, so that way the other heavies and even some of the other squads can handle things appropriately. So I'm probably going to give it some sort of heavy launcher or railgun. In conjunction, that can be used in conjunction with its shield. So either it'll just have it, you know, mounted on one, and then the shield will be on the other one that I can use to deploy, or it will be something that can just be slung with one hand and fire, you know, decently well with support arms, and then it'll have the shield arm and stuff. Because I really don't want to get rid of that shield cannon. That's part of the reason why I like this kit to begin with. But yeah, I may add either those anti-ship missiles onto this and figure out some way to mount them, or I might put some type of missile packs on there just to kind of give it a little more oomph and a little bit more of a... I don't want it to be a glass cannon as well, where it just fires its payload and then it's useless. I want it to still have some threat even after it fires its big cannon. It might even have a couple rounds, or you know what I mean, or some type of reload. So I still want it to still have a battlefield presence after it shoots that silver bullet. But that's going to be the theme of this kit, is that it's going to have a really heavy weapon. But yeah, I might even up armor it too, depending on the mobility and where I think some armor points can go. I think it's going to be easier with the silver bullet suppressor, because I think that kit has some flatter surfaces, and I'm looking to get that anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna see where I could possibly add some armor to this kit, or you know, maybe I'll just have it roll as is. We'll see. But that's pretty much all I have in terms of my initial thoughts. So let's get into the unboxing, and then we'll go through the instructions of the kit. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Let's take a look at this kit. All right, so we're back. This is a bit of a bigger box, so please bear with me. It's gonna basically be the entire screen, but let's save those instructions for later. All right. So looking at this preemptively, you have about 6, 7, maybe even 8 sprues worth of, runners worth of parts. With some of these smaller ones, kind of counting, you know, This one is 1. Maybe this one is like 1.5. So it's probably about 6 or 7 looking at everything. So it's going to be a hefty kit, but let's crack into it and let's see each sprue for what it is. Grab my trusty knife here. And look at the mother load of all polycaps right there. Here you definitely have some of the frame parts. Some of the hands and additional parts, it looks like. Some additional frame parts. The huge stickers and some yellow beam sabers. More like golden. I really haven't seen any beam sabers like that, so that's kind of interesting. So let's crack into the actual instructions here. So it's long, as you can see. So please bear with me. All right, so you have your sprue layout. There's quite a bit you can do with the kit, which is really cool. I really like the fact that you can basically equip it with a bunch of different weapons, a bunch of badass weapons. So, yeah. So yeah, I think that basically concludes the initial thoughts video. I'm interested in seeing on how some of these weapons will actually work after the kit is built. There are 2 wires, but I'm wondering if you can actually even use the incom, like actually deploy it out, or if it's just for show and it's a gimmick, but I'm not sure. So I'm interested to see if it can actually use all the weapons that it says it has. I know that there's a lot of weapons from the looks of it. I saw some of the anti-ship missiles and stuff in the instructions. So we'll have to see when we get there. But thank you guys for joining me on this initial thoughts video. I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing this kit built and completed. And that's all I really got. So make sure you guys grab your hobby gear. And as always, Sortie out, hobby on. Hey, what's going on, pilots? If you like the kit in this video, then I highly recommend stopping and seeing our friends at the Gundam Shoppers Network. On that website, you can find multiple Gunpla kits in various grades. You can also find things like Gundam option sets and decals for your custom builds. You can even find hobby tools and other hobby items that will help you build your Gundam kits as fast and as clean as possible. Gundam Shoppers Network also has a very extensive community section. In this community section, you can find things like Gunpla building resources, Gunpla model kit reviews, and recommended US and international retailers. Now, this is one of the most important sections I think that they have to offer, because if they don't have the kit available in their stores, they will still make sure that you have all the resources available to you to make sure that that kit gets into your hands, even if it's from another vendor. The Gundam Shoppers Network also has a news section that features things coming to the site in the future, various discount coupon codes, and they also have some interviews that they conduct with content creators such as Plamo Therapist. So if any of those kits, tips and tricks, and resources interest you, then I'd highly recommend checking them out. And as always, pilots, Sortie out and hobby on, and I'll see you in the next video.